telling you can't be selfish because I seen you at the All-Star game before and you wanted to score and not pass the ball.
This guy said, did she really say you can't be selfish when she takes 30 shots and misses 27 of them instead of passing to her teammate?
Angel Reese just had the ultimate mic drop moment at the Super Bowl, and honestly, it's hilarious. She called out another player for being a ball hog. Yes, Angel Reese, the same player known for forcing shots and bricking layups. The irony is almost as strong as her questionable shot selection.
NFL put this out last night. LSU legends Angel Reese, Jaden Daniels. Do not clump in Jaden with that bum. Angel only a legend in her own mind. A lot of people roasted the legend part. Legend and Angel Reese should never be in the same sentence. Reese wishes she was a legend like Caitlin Clark. Laugh out.
We've seen it all before. Clanking layups, padding stats by rebounding her own misses, and acting like double-doubles mean something when half her points come from cleaning up her own mess. Meanwhile, her team magically plays better whenever she's on the bench. But instead of, actually improving her game, she's out here chasing the spotlight like it owes her money.
Angel showed up with her business out. You can see the business is just everywhere. Chesticles bouncing all over the place. She's not any good at basketball, so she has to show some skin to stay.
While her teammates are putting in work at the gym, Angel Reese is busy making the Super Bowl all about her, like she's starring in her own reality show. But here's the plot twist. It completely backfired. This time, even her own fans couldn't bail her out, calling her out for chasing clout instead of improving her game.
Yesterday, this is their season. They got games tomorrow. Angel Reese, of course, as you can expect, would be in the basketball court, deep in the lab, really putting in work. Except she was.
While Angel Reese was busy turning the Super Bowl into her personal runway, Caitlin Clark was doing what she does best, grinding. Clark doesn't need viral moments or flashy appearances to stay relevant. Her game speaks for itself. While Reese made headlines for all the wrong reasons, Clark was locked in, focused on getting better, and setting the standard for the next generation. Instead of chasing the spotlight, she skipped the Super Bowl entirely to put in work and personally welcome her new Indiana teammate, DeWanna Bonner. That's the difference.
We know Caitlin Clark is down in New Orleans as well, taking care of business, bruh. She's doing her Gatorade thing. She got a Nike commercial about to drop. She's doing drills. She's not on the red carpet half naked. I'm telling you, bruh, Caitlin Clark definitely looked like she's taking care of everything she needed to get done to go back to Indiana and finish getting ready for the 2000.
Let's talk about impact, because the numbers don't lie. Angel Reese walked around the Super Bowl like she was the main event, but Caitlin Clark, she pulled in 1.1 million viewers just for her jersey retirement asterisk, without even playing. Meanwhile, Reese's actual games struggled to crack 100,000 viewers on a good day. Clark simply showing up, 1.1 million. Reese in action, barely a fraction of that. So remind me again, who's really drawing the crowds? It's painfully obvious. Caitlin Clark is about greatness. Angel Reese is about attention, and her Super Bowl stunt was the perfect example of why she'll never be on Clark's level. The audacity to call out another player for not passing, when she's arguably the biggest ball hog in women's basketball, is next-level irony. That's like LeBron James complaining about flopping. Make it make sense. And let's talk about those layups. Reese loves to say, well, I miss layups too. So don't be mad if I get the rebound asterisk, but here's the thing, why can't you finish at the rim in the first place? You're 6'4", and layups are basically your job. Box outs or not, maybe focus less on the rebounds and more on, making the shot. Reese has built a career off forcing bad shots, ignoring open teammates, and bricking layups like it's a side hustle. Yet, she still has the nerve to throw shade. The delusion is Olympic gold medal worthy. And then there's Unrivaled, the league where Reese was supposed to prove that people tune in for her too. The reality? It's not just unrivaled, it's unwatched. Let's be real. Women's basketball only moves the needle when Caitlin Clark is playing or when it's March Madness. Everything else, background noise. Women's basketball without Caitlin Clark, it's got nothing, zero, zip, nothing. Sure, Angel Reese is in the league, but let's be real. Who actually wants to watch a 6'6" player constantly miss layups? Not me. Her games are practically a blooper reel on repeat. Missed shots, forced attempts, empty stats. She'll take 5 shots just to make one, and her fans will hype it up like she's dropping triple-doubles. But let's be honest, she's just rebounding her own mistakes. Look at her latest game. In the third quarter, within 16 seconds, Reese took 4 shots, missed the first 3, grabbed an offensive rebound off her own bricks, and finally made the 4th. And yet, people call that a double-double asterisk like it's some elite stat. This is the same mess we saw with the Chicago Sky last season. Inefficient play masked as production. And here's the brutal truth. Her team plays better without her. That's not an opinion, it's a fact. The moment she's on the bench, the offense flows, the defense tightens up, and suddenly, it looks like actual basketball. If she were truly the star she claims to be, her absence would hurt the team, not improve it. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark, she doesn't need to force shots. She doesn't need to pad her stats. She just dominates, effortlessly. And the craziest part, Clark doesn't even have to step on the court asterisk to overshadow Reese. While Reese was busy making headlines for her Super Bowl antics, Clark was breaking records asterisk without even trying asterisk. Her Nike commercial pulled in millions of views, while Reese struggles to get people to care about her asterisk actual games. Clark's presence alone sets viewership records. Reese, on the other hand, has to rely on controversy just to get mentioned. That's the difference. Clark shows up to a game, and it becomes the second most watched NCAA matchup ever. Her fans will follow her anywhere. And let's not ignore the obvious. One player is focused on basketball, the other is focused on fame. While Clark is in the gym, locked in, Reese is chasing photo ops, complaining about WNBA salaries, and playing the victim whenever things don't go her way. She can talk about moving the needle all she wants, but the truth is clear. People aren't tuning in for Reese. They're tuning out. This is the same mess we saw with the Chicago Sky last season. Inefficient play masked as production. And here's the brutal truth. Her team plays better without her. That's not an opinion, it's a fact. The moment she's on the bench, the offense flows, the defense tightens up, and suddenly, it looks like actual basketball. If she were truly the star she claims to be, her absence would hurt the team, not improve it. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark, she doesn't need to force shots. She doesn't need to pad her stats. She just dominates, effortlessly. And the craziest part, Clark doesn't even have to step on the court asterisk to overshadow Reese. While Reese was busy making headlines for her Super Bowl antics, Clark was breaking records asterisk without even trying asterisk. Her Nike commercial pulled in millions of views, while Reese struggles to get people to care about her asterisk actual games. Clark's presence alone sets viewership records. Reese, on the other hand, has to rely on controversy just to get mentioned. That's the difference. Clark shows up to a game, and it becomes the second most watched NCAA matchup ever. Her fans will follow her anywhere. And let's not ignore the obvious. One player is focused on basketball, the other is focused on fame. While Clark is in the gym, locked in, Reese is chasing photo ops,